like single mom and child, it's just a little bit more overwhelming. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sydney and I are heading apple picking right now on a whim. I woke up this morning and I thought it would be a beautiful day to go apple picking, and I looked on a website and it looks like there's a little event going on. I'm not sure like what really is entailed. So we're gonna head apple picking. Good Sunday, it's a Sunday afternoon, so I thought it would be a really good like fall activity, but it's warm out too, so we're going down a bridge. It feels like I just did this last year. I remember this like it was a month ago. It's so crazy. Hopefully they have some cider and donuts and apples, and we'll see. We'll have a good day.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain.
You want to pick more apples? Okay.
And as the light
Apple picking.
We're gonna go apple picking? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Walk with Mama.
curdled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Tractor ride.
A tractor ride?
Yeah.
Restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel.
Is that the juiciest, most delicious apple?
Shabu Goldman.
Okay, now you hold it tight. Don't drop it, okay?
I can grab it.
Okay.
I don't put in my first apple in when I eat it.
It's such a beautiful day. Like it's hot and I'm wearing pants. It was a little bit cooler at my house, but I should have known better. We're sweating our butts off, but she loved the tractor ride. Now we're gonna go pick a bunch of apples so we can bake a bunch of things.
Yummy apple. I'm a good apple tonight.
Yeah.
I eat it. I want to get some. Yummy.
Yeah.
That one. I picked that one.
Not off the ground. Good job. Put it in the bag.
I don't eat it.
Good girl. Was that fun?
I'm done.
You done? What are you eating?
Donut.
Are you eating an apple cider donut? Can Mama have a bite? Mmm. Mmm. I got some apple cider.
I had my juice. I had my juice.
Mmm. Mama's gonna have a sip first. Mmm. So good. Mmm. She's never had apple cider. Take a small sip. I kiddo. We're gonna share, okay? Is that good?
Don't take my drink away.
I won't take your drink away. She wanted to say cheese again. She said in the hole. What are you doing? Okay, let's go. Mama's thirsty. I need a drink. Okay, jump. Woo. Okay, we're home. I can't believe we found bounce houses. Well, I didn't know there were bounce houses, but I knew there might be an area where there were kids activities, and it wasn't where we expected. So we drove by, Sydney saw them, so Mama had to stop. That was a fun afternoon. Sydney, did you have fun?
Wait, a kid bounced with the kids.
Did you bounce with the kids? And you made a friend? She made a little friend. The little girl was helping her bounce and stand up and whatnot. It was so fun. We got some good apples, so I can't wait to make something with apples. Ooh, I have a few good ideas actually. Just popped into my head. I just had a donut. It's 3:30. I'm very tired. I missed the whole football game, but that is okay. We had an awesome Sunday afternoon. You guys, this time last year, I remember, so we did the fair just like we did this year, and we did apple picking, and I did them both by myself, of course. And I remember last year feeling super overwhelmed and anxious and like...
We need hot apples. We need hot apples. We need hot apples, Mommy. Look at me. We need hot apples.
Did you just hear that? Can we have apples, Mommy? Look at me. Can we have apples? Sydney, you already had an apple. And then now you just had a pouch and you're having veggie sticks, so we're all set. But yeah, this time last year, I remember having to force myself to go do things with Sydney and like do them on my own, because I always feel like these events are always with families and husbands and wives and grandparents, and they're just you know, to me, like single mom and child, it's just a little bit more overwhelming, and I don't associate doing activities. Thank you. Thank you. By myself. You know, anyway, I used to give myself anxiety about it, and this year, no thank you, that's yours. I wake up and I just don't even think twice about it, about doing things with just Sydney, and it's so freeing. I'm so much happier. Sydney doesn't miss out, I don't miss out. I had to force myself to do it. And once I started forcing myself to do things alone, then it got easier and easier. So if you guys are struggling with anxiety about, you know, going to do things, going out to eat with just you and your child, whatever it may be, just try little steps at a time. Go do something by yourself, and I promise you it gets easier. And you get used to it, and it's fun, and you don't even feel weird or like people are looking at you weird. I don't know, maybe that was just me last year, but yeah, it's so much fun, and our bond is strong, and we're not missing out. We're doing things that normal families do, and yeah, I just can't believe the change in 1 year. Last year I was so anxious, and I remember like forcing myself to do it, but I was very nervous and anxious, and this year I'm just waking up and yep, let's do this. Let's do this. And it was fun. Did you have fun?
I can't bounce with the kids.
Yes, you can. You bounced with the kids. And you guys, it's like 84 degrees out today. Tomorrow's supposed to be hot too. It might supposed to rain. But yeah, we're having a little heat wave here in May and it feels kind of nice. I'm airing out my house I want it to be boiling hot in here so I don't have to turn on the heat. Ever. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
Hey. Hey.
What?
Yeah. We have an orange.
We're out of the orange ones?
I am the orange ones.
Oh, they all taste the same, kiddo.
No. I want more one.
Attitude. Look at that face. A little bug bite on her face. So for tonight's dinner, I am making my chicken pot pie. I have made this a couple times on my channel, but I am constantly getting asked, where's the recipe? So I thought I would make a video where I clearly show what I do for the recipe. I'm going to put this video in my Cook With Me playlist, so you guys can find any of the recipes that I make on this channel will all be in the Cook With Me playlist, so you guys can easily find them. So the first thing that I'm doing is emptying 2 packets of chicken bouillon flavoring. So what it is you can use like bouillon cubes or the packets, and it's 1 packet per 1 cup of water. So I'm doing about 2 cups, maybe 3 cups of water and a couple of packets of bouillon seasoning. And now this is sodium free, so I can add my own salt. So for vegetables, I am using carrots, onion, and celery, also known as mirepoix. Sorry if you can hear Sydney in the background. I used about 3 stalks of celery, half an onion, and I used baby carrots. I would probably say like about 1.5 cups. So while the vegetables are boiling, I am thawing my puff pastry sheet. I absolutely love puff pastry for my crust. It is buttery and flaky and delicious. So that is thawing at room temperature. I've got my rotisserie chicken all ready to go in a bowl. I just kind of like broke it up into smaller pieces. When the vegetables are nice and tender but not soggy is when I strain the liquid from the vegetables. So I'm using a strainer and straining it right into a bowl so I can reserve the liquid to make the actual filling. And at this step, you make the roux, which is just equal parts butter and flour, and this is what acts as a thickener for your sauce. Once the roux is combined and looks nice and glossy and a little bit thick is when I start adding my reserved liquid, and I do a little bit at a time and just whisk it in so that I don't get any lumps and it's nice and uniform. And now I am seasoning liberally with some black pepper and salt. Now is the time where you add your salt in, because I did use sodium-free like chicken broth essentially, and then you just do it to taste. When the sauce is nice and thick is when you add your reserved vegetables and then your chicken as well to warm up. And I also like to add frozen peas and canned corn to my chicken pot pie. You can add whatever vegetables you prefer. So when your filling is all ready to go and combined is now you butter the baking pan, and I'm just using an 8x8 glass baking casserole dish. And then with a fork, you gently poke holes all over your puff pastry so it doesn't puff up too much because it can tend to burn around the edges. And then you pop your filling into the pie, what do you call this? Casserole dish, plate, container, whatever. Baking dish, and then top it with your puff pastry, and you bake it according to the puff pastry and directions. I believe it's around 15 minutes is what it says, but mine took more like 20 minutes. I also didn't mention, but I put a text overlay that my oven was set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're sitting down to eat dinner now, having our chicken pot pie. Sydney is starving and loves it. It is literally my favorite meal that I make, hands down. I think out of every meal that I make all year round, it's my favorite. So we're gonna enjoy this and bake. I don't think I'm gonna bake with my apples tonight, but probably tomorrow. Leave me a comment down below. What is your favorite? Would you prefer pumpkin baked goods or apple baked goods? Like, what's your preferred flavor of baked goods? I am more pumpkin person, but I like apple desserts. I'm more picky with apple desserts, let's just put it that way. Like, I don't love all apple things, and I don't like chunks of apples, like kind of mushy apples in things. Anyway, just leave a comment down below. Do you prefer apple or pumpkin? What, baby? It's a carrot. Yum. Poor kid and her eyeball. The other day we were playing outside and I basically haven't gone on my deck since she got her tons of bug bites. And we were playing with one of our neighbors and she went out back and we were on the deck for not even 2 minutes. And Sydney got bit by a mosquito right on her eyeball. And of course I had bug spray all over her, but you know, not like right there. And I'm basically, I mean, it's almost winter time, so I'm not buying any other bug sprays or things right now. And I won't be able to really test them out to see if they work because it's gonna be winter soon. But what was I gonna say? She had her baby Ganex on all over her, and the baby Ganex is okay. It's just, if it's not on one spot of her face or wherever, if I miss a spot with baby Ganex, then the mosquitoes find it, type of a thing. It's not putting out a strong enough like aura scent to ward them off. So I'm gonna be trying out all of your suggestions, you know, in the future, but for now we're just gonna try to get every spot we can. Celery. So that is why she has a spot on her eye. So one of my neighbors was like, who punched her in the eyeball? Not seriously, but I was like, it's just a bug bite, I swear. Anyway.
I want to eat this kid's mommy.
Do you like your chicken pot pie?
Yeah. I like.
How about you use your spoon?
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up. And I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna end today's video here and try to snuggle with my little babe. Even though she probably won't let me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up for having such a good, positive day. Oh, here she goes, and I have a full belly. I hope I can motivate and I hope I can motivate you guys or inspire even just one of you to get out of your own way. Oh, because, you know, like, we're probably making it out to be a bigger of a deal or a stressor or an anxiety than it really is. So, oh my God, this is her wild time before bed. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye. Oh, say goodbye. Those sticky toes.
Cause I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way.